Is Tom Fitton, the president of Judicial Watch. And Tom, let me begin by asking why, what does it serve? What would be the motivation of the Attorney General to offer this premature, by any standard and evidence-free exoneration of both Biden and Obama?
Well, you point out that the president wanted Obama at least questioned. And what does his attorney general do? He slaps him in the face and saying, we're not even considering a criminal charge against him or a criminal investigation. I think it exposes the fact the Justice Department never has been criminally investigating Biden or Obama. Now we know that Mr. Brennan and has been reconfirmed that Brennan hasn't been questioned either. You know, Lou, I've been telling you that there is no serious criminal investigation of the senior leadership of the Obama administration. We have confirmation of that from Attorney General Barr. And Barr takes the typical, unfortunately, Republican approach that we don't do anything controversial during election years. And so Hillary Clinton gets a get-out-of-jail-free card during 2016, right. And now he's going to give it to Biden. It's extraordinary. If I were the president, I would the president should recognize the Justice Department ain't going to do justice. He needs to appoint a special counsel outside the Justice Department to figure out if any prosecutions need to be pursued. It isn't coming from this crew right now.
And what crew could be assembled that would form a special counsel that isn't already sold out to the establishment, isn't already sold out to the deep state? And by the way, when I say the establishment, I'm talking about both political parties. And as you point out, the Republicans have played fools. This Attorney General wants to be very careful of this election. Was anyone very careful in 2018 as the Democrats stole a midterm election by pushing the special counsel, the entire effort to overthrow the presidency of President Trump? I mean, this is outrageous. And to behave is inexplicably as a dullard. I don't understand what this Attorney General thinks he's accomplishing. Is he somehow preserving some sort of claim of innocence for when he meets at the dining room of his favorite club in Washington? Is he afraid of the swamp? What in hell is going on here?
And this comes as the Democrats are telling the Supreme Court in a brief file today that they're still pursuing impeachment against the President of the United States. Look, the impeachment of Trump was about protecting Biden from being investigated over his Burisma dealings and the China deal. Is Barr ruling that out in terms of investigation? It sure sounds that way. It is exceedingly frustrating, and I've been long convinced that if the president wants justice, he's going to have to do it himself, meaning he can't rely on these deep state agencies. He can appoint a special counsel. They can bring investigators outside of the Justice Department to do this, outside of the FBI to do this. We shouldn't be surprised the FBI and DOJ
Where are you
going
to find an honest? Where are you going to find an honest attorney right now in the United States? Answer that question.
You have one representing General Flynn, for instance.
Okay. Well, I agree. Where else are we going to find these attorneys? They are there. The point I'm making here, Tom, is the judiciary is as corrupt as hell. Judge Sullivan, you go through the list. What this president has had to put up with from the federal judiciary is plain and simple subversion. Straightforward, unabashed, and in our faces. What he has had to put up from the Department of Justice. None of this is new to you, but the reality is that our legal system, and I'm including most of the attorneys in this country who are practicing law before the federal bar, are scared to death to speak straightforwardly about a federal district court judge. They tremble, most of them. There are exceptions and rare ones, and we applaud them. But my God, what we're dealing with in this country right now, as you say, I mean, the House Judiciary proceeds with its impeachment inquiry, and we have an Attorney General stand up and say, well, you know what, that's just fine. Run over me like the doormat that I intend to play going into the presidential elections in November. This is madness, and it is basically an invitation to more subversion.
And they are literally still protecting the whole gang. They're hiding text messages. They're hiding emails. They're slow walking the release of emails. The State Department is hiding the Burisma documents on Biden and everything that went on with the Ukraine conspiracy against President Trump. And right now, they still are defending Hillary Clinton, believe it or not. So it's no surprise that the Justice Department then is defending the president's persecutors, are suggesting that they won't do anything serious in terms of criminal prosecutions. Oh, there may be an FBI agent here and there who's prosecuted. Maybe Peter Strzok. Maybe Mr. Kleinsmith, who altered the document allegedly about Carter Page, where in the FISA gate warrants.
But you're talking about
these big guys aren't going to be
targeted. You're talking about hypotheticals.
Time's a wasting.
Yeah.
Frankly, frankly, I'm concerned that the time is past. That winter was the time to begin prosecutions, and now it's going to be, oh no, you can't do it in the middle of the political season.
Well, Barr does
that's
not
why Judicial
have to
Watch
be a genius. Go ahead.
Yeah, and this is why you've got independent oversight. I mean, Judicial Watch is doing its FOIAs to try to get documents out. Grinnell did a great job in getting that unmasking material out. That one didn't come out because of the Justice Department. The Flynn 302s and the hidden documents, exculpatory evidence, wasn't voluntarily released by the Justice Department. It was because Sidney Powell went to the mat for her client and forced the Justice Department to release it.